Incredibly busty D4 beta rogue build. Hopefully surprise release. Hey Diablo, Lilith Hunters, I'm hoping to sell you on my legendary rogue build. I designed with 3 things in mind. Elites and bosses are important. How do we kill them faster? Sometimes there's a lot of pests in your way. Deal with it. This video will feature 3 parts. 1. The build. 2. The gear. 3. The slaying of Ashava. Here are all the skills real quick. The playstyle may seem a bit simple, but again, this is a beta build. I assure you it slaps, and no legendary powers are necessary for this to give you a fun, smooth ride to 25. While leveling, you can grab Poison Trap instead of Dash to help clear AoE packs. Once you unlock Shadow Imbuement, you can bring Dash back because it's imbuable and amazing mobility. I think this build is amazing for leveling because vulnerability is one of the best scaling stats. It scales even more with gear once you get critical hit damage and attack speed, as you are never concerned about being energy starved. Now, I'll go in depth with each of these skills and why they deserve a spot on your bars. First, we have Forceful Arrow. I choose this one for the guaranteed vulnerability on every 3rd cast. Alternatively, you can use Puncture with Fundamental Puncture, but that requires 1 more point investment and does not work at range. For our core skill, we go with Rapid Fire. This gives us incredibly high single target damage, and when we choose Improved Rapid Fire, it returns energy when hitting vulnerable enemies, meaning we have a consistent and strong damage cycle on elites and bosses. You can see where the synergy is already kicking in. For our agility skills, we use both Caltrops and Dash. These double up to assist with AoE damage at low levels. With Caltrops, we go to Disciplined Caltrops, making them a very nice damage increase to enemies inside of them. Shadow Imbuement is our pick in the next tier. Combined with Dash or Rapid Fire, you will make quick work of large groups of enemies as they explode on death from your attacks. It doubles up as a great single target damage buff with the additional points. The last pick is up to your preference, but I went with Shadow Clone for a nice boss killer cooldown button. Increasing your damage output by 60% or 80% with 2 more points is an average of 15 to 20% more damage on a single target. No joke. Part 2. The gear. The loot. The good stuff. At the point of this video, I put in about 4 to 6 hours of farming at max level. I have a balance of defensive and offensive legendaries, as I think that'll be more important than being a glass cannon, as you can see with my many fallen comrades throughout the battle with Ashava. I'll go over the best offensive powers, the slots they should go on, and secondary stats to go for. You'll be able to see my defensive ones briefly at the beginning of part 3. For your ranged weapon slot, try to get Edge Masters. It can increase your damage by up to a whopping 68% while you're at full resource, which is all the time against bosses. On your necklace, I recommend either Accelerating or Expectant. Accelerating is simply better than Rapid in every way, as it increases all attack speeds when you crit, all the time. Expectant can increase your rapid fire damage by up to 45% reliably with a good roll. Intercalm and Rapid are great for any other slots. Intercalm scales more nicely when you have defensive stats, so you can sit still and turret. As for secondary stats, I recommend Vulnerable Damage, Core Skill Damage, Damage to Close Enemies, Damage to Crowd Controlled Enemies, Damage to Slowed Enemies, Critical Hit Chance, and Damage in that order. If you prioritize these stats, your numbers will start to skyrocket. Just watch the video and see for yourself. Part 3. Slaying of Ashava. Ashava will jump pretty frequently throughout the fight. He will also do very quick bites on a target that he faces towards. You need to at least be able to survive that to fight him reasonably. When Ashava brings one of his arms up in front of him, he moves slightly forward with a 360 swipe followed by a 180 swipe. You want to stay very close to him to dodge that. Mobility is very important. If he ever jumps away, you want to chase him. When he rears his head like this, he's about to do his poison breath. If you're really close, it just won't hit you. When Ashava hits 50%, he adds the double slam followed by backward swipe to his arsenal. This attack is very deadly. You need to stay right in the middle to dodge it, or you can get away. And that's all for all his attacks. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know in the comments how this goes for you, if you made any tweaks that you enjoyed more. Best of luck on your Diablo adventures. Say hi if you run into me in Sanctuary, or drop by my stream link down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Until next time. If you actually watched it this far, you're the best. You should know that.